What's going on, everybody? And welcome to episode 1 of Summa Our Vegas podcast. I'm your host, Renee Summerour. You guys know I am so incredibly excited to finally get this thing kicked off. So many of you have been rooting for me and just pushing me to get to this next level. And it's finally here. So thank you all so much. And for those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Renee Summerour. I'm an award-winning journalist here in Las Vegas, and I've been living here for about 4.5, 5 years now. But before that, I have reported, produced, and anchored your local news in several markets in the Pacific Southwest for about 12 years now. But now I am currently out of the industry, building roots here in Vegas, and building this new platform. This podcast, Summa Our Vegas, is my way of just continuing my broadcast journey and to help what I feel is a very unique problem here in the Valley that many people I feel have been saying or telling me over the last 5 years. And it's that Vegas has no culture. Now, this completely blows my mind because I am surrounded by culture every day. And what I mean by culture is this is something that I've been hearing from the Black and Brown community when moving here, right? Now I get it. The West Coast is very, very different from places like the South or New York or some parts of the Midwest, right? But with the Vegas community growing, the diversity is growing here. And I've noticed that it's here, but many of you just don't know where to look. And so that's where you will find all of those things right here on Summa Our Vegas podcast in one space just for you. Now, let's put a pin in that real quick because I want to back up and kind of just tell you how Summa Our Vegas came to light. Now, I know, Summa Our Vegas is a play on my last name, but it's not. I didn't choose this just to be catchy, okay? There is some history, all right? There is some history behind this name. So let me go back to my mommy and my auntie, okay? When they were growing up in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, and people would see them like their neighbors or the other kids in the neighborhood, they would group them together as the Summa Our girls. Oh yeah, those are the Summa Our girls. Oh, you want to go play with the Summa Our girls? Like it was just, they were grouped up as the Summa Our girls, right? And that kind of stuck with us over the generations, right? Between my aunt and my mom and I, we have used it for products or business names because it's catchy, right? But it's also a play on some of ours. And so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to use it for this podcast to showcase some of our things, some of our culture, some of our music, some of our people, right? Because it seems to be hard to find here in Las Vegas. And I want to make it easy. I want to make it easy to stay connected to the community. Some of our community. I thought that it would make for the perfect title, both incorporating me and my background, but also some of the culture that I'm, again, about to bring to you on this podcast. So I'm really, really excited because these people are not just people I've worked with or interviewed, but a lot of them are my friends. And so when I say the support in the community, in the culture is real, it is real. Okay. So shout out to everybody that I got on the podcast. Even if I haven't scheduled you yet, shout out to you because I know so many of you have really just been behind me 100% with starting this. And again, it just brings my heart so much joy. I too am very excited to start this journey with you. Now, Summa Our Vegas will be Las Vegas through an urban lens. So I'm going to be sharing with you local Las Vegas news with some national in between, of course, to help let you know what's going on both outside, inside the community, and how it's affecting us all. And I'm also going to be talking lifestyle through the lens of Black and Brown business owners, influencers, government officials, and just other movers and shakers in the community, really, really making it happen here in Las Vegas. And I just think that a lot of you don't get to see that. So it's important that I bring it. So when I was talking about before on how the Valley is growing so much, and how the diversity here is growing so much, there's so many great and positive things happening here, but there's also some not so great things happening here. that really affect marginalized communities and that affect us as a whole that aren't necessarily important to the local mainstream media. I really like to tailor my focus on community reporting because what is affecting someone else could also be affecting you, right? We want to help you solve problems through the stories of others. And so many of you know that I used to work for a big news organization here in Las Vegas. And right before Christmas, I was fired. Yeah. Your girl was fired. I wasn't given a chance to say goodbye to my viewers. I wasn't given a chance to rectify anything that I thought I had done wrong. And, it taught me a very, very big lesson on corporations, who you think are your friends, right? Because we like to place people in friendship groups that shouldn't be there. And there was a lot of hurt behind how it all went down. And it was hard because, as many of you know, I have been working most of my life. So to kind of have all of that stopped so abruptly was very hard, and still is. It still is. It was something that I was manifesting. I had been praying on it. I wasn't seeing the growth I wanted. I wasn't seeing any reciprocation for the hard work I was putting in, any appreciation. And so it was almost like God played a funny joke on me and said, "Oh, you want out? There it is." There it is. And I was like, dang, Jesus, like, can I get a break? Like, I wasn't expecting you to move so fast. And it was difficult, guys. It was difficult. I know I'm not the only one who's been through this. However, I am blessed to have an amazing, amazing supportive partner. And it allowed me the time to start putting the focus in on me. The same effort I was putting in for working for someone else, I needed to start doing that for me. And it's a hard transition, guys. It really is, becoming from, 9 to 5 to a more entrepreneurial venture is hard. And, big ups to my fiance, because I get it. Like, having to structure your day, having to invest in yourself, right, can be very difficult. But again, it was a blessing in disguise, because now I'm literally able to accomplish the things that I've been telling many of you that I've been wanting to do, including starting my own podcast. And we're here now, and I'm excited. And so the depression that comes behind the feeling of failure is slowly every day lifting and going away and transforming into a feeling of accomplishment, right? A feeling of gratitude, and just feeling blessed that I'm in the position now to be able to do this, because now I can really, really, really put my blood, sweat, and tears into something that's not going to show, that's not going to not show me appreciation, because I appreciate me and I have to put the work in, right? And I have to show myself and you that I am capable of the things that I've been working so hard to do over the last 12 years. I can do it. I can do it. And so it's been a life-changing lesson, but a good one, because now I can open up this forum. Now I can open up this space to highlight the incredible individuals that are really making a huge difference in our communities. And it doesn't get any better than that. So again, I am so incredibly grateful. I am excited. And I hope that this podcast gives you a chance to not only get to know me, and not just the reporter anchor you've been watching, kind of the stiff professional young lady, but I hope that you really get the chance to know Renee, Nay, Bay, all the names that people have for all the names people have for me, but also get a chance to get to know the people I consider my friends, get to know the local people who are really putting their stamp in the Las Vegas community to help turn it into a better place. And, again, I'm still here as a public servant journalist to answer any and all questions that you may have that are affecting you, your family, your community. So if you like how all of this sounds, please get into these episodes, okay? If you like how this sounds, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. You can subscribe to me right here on YouTube. I'm also on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Okay, so you can subscribe to those. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Summa Our Vegas. Okay, and if you want to email me any questions, any topic requests, if you have any funny stories or anonymous stories you want me to share or help you with, please do not be afraid to email me at summerhourmedia@gmail.com. That's SUMMEROUR@gmail.com. And of course, because there's always an of course, but wait, there's more. If you want to cash at me, if you want to just donate to support the podcast, please help support your girl. You can cash at me at Summa Our Vegas Podcast. And if you want to send any other funds in any other way, again, please feel free to email me and we will correspond through that as well. Again, I can't tell you how excited I am to get this podcast journey started with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next episode.